I don't want to take too long getting into the stream because we already have a sub. That's a minute. Wait, we have 2. That's 2 minutes. 3, 4. We're gonna be live for 4 minutes. I am doing an hour first for free. Obviously, I can't just go live and immediately end if we didn't have a sub immediately. But I will be streaming for the first hour. We're just gonna chat and hang out like good old pals. And then after the first hour, all of the time will add up into 23 hours, which will be a total of... Why now? You've been asleep all day. This cat, she's gonna be very unhappy about this whole thing. There's dinner for you in the kitchen. Yeah, go get it. Okay, I have a new loading stream screen, which is not a GIF. I wish it was, because it'd be extra cute, but it is just a picture, and I think it's adorable anyway. Also, I added a little cat to the chat box in the corner. I don't know how I feel about it. So you let me know. But without further ado, it's Shubathon day, it's Shubathon day, it's Shubathon day, it's Shubathon day. We have 13 minutes added to after the first hour. So it is not automatically 24 hours. No, it is capped at 24 hours. Every sub adds a minute. I put it there because this is definitely not a guaranteed 24-hour stream. We're gonna go for as long as I have subs that add up to minutes that add up to 24 hours, which is 23 hours, because the first hour is free, which is 138, wait, I can't read, 1,380 minutes and subs. Thank you, everyone who already subscribed, or gifted any subs already. Fairy Banger, Yasmin Soul Artist, Mason, I haven't slept in 8 hours. That'll be me soon. Actually, that is me already. I've been awake. Unfortunately for me, I woke up very early today. Not by choice. I guess kind of by choice. I could have gone back to sleep, but I didn't. And at the time I woke up, I didn't know I was gonna do this yet. And then I decided to do this. Baby, now is a horrible time for you to have woken up. Can you come here? People, they've missed you, just like I have. She's been the absolute most cuddly thing in the entire world. She will lay on top of my stomach at all minutes, all hours, all days, and she sleeps in my arms because she loves me, finally. It just took me leaving for a while. She's trying to escape, which I am gonna let her go in a second, but the people, they love you, and they miss seeing you, and they always wonder where you are when I'm not home, and what's going on with you. But you have a lovely cat sitter who is so lovely. Go on. I love you. I gave her dinner. She's really gonna hate this stream. I might hate this stream. I don't know yet how this is gonna go. I have never done 24 hours. The longest I have done is 14. 10 hours on top of that is a very long time. And I don't know what I'm doing. I will read the subs, and we are gonna keep it more or less. Oh, it says 44 hours because I have it end, on October 1st, just so that it doesn't disappear mid-stream. Don't worry about that. I will not be here for that long. I would die. I would just die. Yeah, so we're gonna go for 24 hours. We're gonna take it really easy too. We're gonna be really, really chill, really, really vibey, really, really cozy, very relaxed. I will not be screaming, especially because I think my downstairs neighbor would be very unhappy about that. I also hope he just simply can't hear me in the middle of the night, because I don't really know. He'll text me if he does, though. I gave him my number in case. Oh geez, Remy, oh, it meant Remy, thank you for subscribing. Morena, thank you for the 100 bits. Addison, Shrubs, thank you guys for subscribing. Kendall, thank you for gifting. Non-binary Ace, thank you for gifting. Checka Morena, thank you for another 100 bits. And Harry Berry, thank you for the 100 bits. Bits do not add to the time of the stream, but also are always appreciated. Lion Scent, thank you for subscribing. Mason, thank you for gifting. Oh my god, there's so many subs already. Waka Waka, thank you. Flutie Patootie, Wilbur's Fave, Checka Miranda, thank you for gifting a bunch of subs. Juice, thank you. Jacqueline Moon. Angie Baby. Foodie Patootie, thank you for gifting. Shin Hoo, thank you for gifting so many. I mean, we have an hour for the first. We have an additional hour on top of the free one. Woo, there it is. We're gonna do Slime Rancher in an hour. I gotta already calm down. I have to already calm down. Aubrey, thank you. Minecrafter Duck, thank you. Lesbian Lux, thank you for gifting. It's Cat Little Boy. Potato Fox, Eva Sports, thank you guys. Brimstorm, thank you for gifting. Checka Marina, thank you for gifting even more. Fairy Banger, Yasmin, Diana, Nicole Jar Jar, Lady Celestia, Rihanna, thank you guys for subscribing. James Marbury, Cat, A Good Karen, Jacqueline Moon, Alicia, Silent Spook, Little Sweet Pea, Maury Pose a Star, thank you guys for subscribing. Apple, thank you for gifting and subscribing. Thank you so much, Apple. I do have also a loose plan for today that I'll go over in a second. Ninty, thank you for the 100 bits. Mickey's, thank you for the prime. Digging for ore, thank you. Ninty, thank you for subscribing. It's Apollo, Blind Mari, Brittany, Anonymously Known. Thank you guys all for subbing. Here's like a loose plan because I don't have it planned out to the like exact hours and exactly when things will happen, when they happen. But we are gonna play Slime Rancher 2 to start. I've played all through the entire first one. I absolutely loved and adored it. And the second one came out recently, so that we might get into for a few hours, honestly. Who knows how many hours. We'll get into Minecraft at some point for a little while to build, hopefully build my last build to completion. Please focus, camera. Thank you. We are gonna play, I'm imagining somewhere in the middle of the night, modded Stardew Valley. We're gonna bring back the modded world where we were role-playing super hard and absolutely in love with Harvey, which is our love interest, but we're distracted by Elliot right now. I let this sit for too long. It's a little cold. We could do Disney Dreamlight Valley. We're gonna do chatting here and there sprinkled in between. I'm gonna do reacting to videos because I really want to watch the Watcher videos. I don't know which ones have come out. I'd like to watch those on stream. If at any point I have to tap out to sleep for an amount of time, whether it be a nap or just like a full-blown 4 to 6 hours, I feel like I'm not gonna go away for a full 9. That'd be like defeating the purpose. But if I did decide to leave for an hour or a few, I set up an extension on Firefox to let me play videos in a playlist on YouTube without it coming up saying, "Are you still watching?" Which, whoever asked for that, and why can't that be an option to tick off? Personally, stop asking. I don't want it. So I added an extension so that if I have to go to sleep, I'm gonna play the entirety of Empire Season 1 through to Season 2 to where we are right now. That should take up a good several hours of me being able to go to sleep. So that'll work. I hope the extension works. I only just added it a minute ago. I'm thinking potentially going down my TikTok For You page. I'm thinking going through and watching some lost medias that I've read into a little bit that I think would be safe to watch on stream together. I've never watched Empire, well then that will be a great time to do it. It won't happen if I don't go to sleep though. Although I don't know why I wouldn't. I really think I woke up at 7 in the morning today. The day I decided to start a 24-hour stream. Why would I do that? I don't think I've conceptualized the idea that I'm gonna be awake all night tonight and then also straight into the entire day until 6 p.m. tomorrow. I don't think this is a good idea. I think it's really bad. And I might never do it again. But I really want to make every subathon a little bit special and try out different things and different incentives. And I also wanted to make sure I did this to close out September with enough time for people who want to gift subs to have them be discounted, because Twitch decided only in the last 4 days of the month to let gifted subs be discounted for September. Don't know why it was only the last 4 days. That was a little lame, but I wanted to make sure I was live with enough time, because if I went live tomorrow into the next day, we would only have a few hours left until that window closes when September ends. So I wanted to make sure we have the full amount of the last 2 days of discounted subs and discounted gifted subs. So that's why I'm here today. Very last minute. Had this made because I wanted a little graphic for it because that's the first one I've ever done. I said I'd never do it. It should be a big deal. I said I would never ever do a 24-hour stream. I said I'd never even do a 14-hour stream again. So but here I am. Danthrax, thank you for subscribing. W for Wumbo, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Thank you so much. It's Sarah Ryder, sorry Lavender, thank you guys. Non-binary, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Haunt of Harper, thank you for gifting. Ice HD, thank you for subbing. Clam Meditation. Non-binary, thank you for another 1,000. Lillian. Inspectruli. Journey's Fable. Addie Cat. Lily Potter. Thank you guys. Killing Me Peacefully, thank you for gifting. Jacqueline, thank you for another 100 bits. Checka Miranda, thank you for another gifted 5 subs. Okay. We got a lot of time already on the stream. Definitely secured. I know this is a big goal. I know that's an enormous amount to expect in one full day. And I don't have full expectations we'll reach it. I'm prepared. I am prepared. I've got all the plans of games we can play throughout the time and things that I can do if I need to take a break that I can play on the stream. We get the mods in here if they're awake. They're gonna be here too, so I don't know how awake they'll be. If I decide to go to bed. Although they're gonna be rotating in and out as they go and do work, go to bed, wake up, get out of work. And Kitty, thank you for gifting 5. But I didn't want to make it easy either, so it's a sub a minute. If we don't make it, sweet, I get to go to sleep. So do you. And if we do make it, that's so insane. So I'm very excited to see how this goes. It's gonna be a sleepover. It's gonna be incredibly so goddamn, and swears, it's not a family-friendly one. It's gonna be so chill. We're gonna read. Ollie, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Ollie. You should be in bed. It is too late for you to be awake. What time is it? I don't remember how to do the conversion in my head. It's 2 in the morning. I am in bed. He is in bed. Honestly, a lot of you are probably, if you're planning on trying to stay up for this, you're probably gonna fall asleep. And it's gonna be sleepover vibes. I fully intend to, at some point in several hours, I'm gonna change into comfy clothes. I already picked out the comfy clothes. And then sometime in the morning, whether there be an app or not, I'm gonna go and wash my face and do makeup on stream and pick an outfit. I already picked the outfit. Put an outfit on. So it is very much gonna be a sleepover. We're gonna read things. I'll probably read Am I the Assholes and things like that. Lost media forums, if I could find more information to read. I really loved reading the Temple of the Sun a lot. I'd read it again if people really wanted me to, because I really liked reading about it, and I'd like to read about more lost medias because I think it's so interesting. Ollie, what do you know about lost media? I fell down a hole. Also, thank you for turning up. I fell down an absolute hole, watched several iceberg videos. A lot of lost media are videos that are like, for good reason, not ever going to be online. They're very dark and very gory and real life and not going to be fun to watch and obviously wouldn't watch. But a lot of the ones that are like movies that were never released or pilots that were never released of cartoons. Oh my God, can I talk again about the pilot to the Backyardigans, which was originally live action, never released this pilot, still has not been released other than like a couple of little itty bitty clips, and just simply the story that one of the actors in the live action suit, which these suits, by the way, had a person inside them but an animatronic head. Did anyone know about this when Five Nights at Freddy's was like first getting popular? Was it at all influential on that story? How did no one How did I never hear about this before? People in this chat haven't heard about it before, and I already talked about it before. And one of the actors in one of the Backyardigans suit, I think the pink creature, whatever that one is, it shattered inside, and it spilled plexiglass bits. Fiberglass bits? I don't remember. We might have to delve into some lost media. It poured into the suit she was wearing. And then the person who made the video about this story never elaborated on that. So I don't know if we know. I assume she was fine. I assume whatever may have happened in that incident, she recovered from, if she even had anything happen, whether it be little cuts or nothing at all. But yeah, her suit literally broke while she was inside it. And how have I never heard about that? And it sounds like it should be the inspiration for Five Nights at Freddy, but as far as I know, it wasn't. Because nobody knows about the Backyardigans pilot episode, because it's lost media and no one's ever seen it before. Which is weird, because when we started going down that whole on-stream live, I vividly remembered watching the Backyardigans being live action the first time, but evidently it never aired, so I made that up. Or I thought me having read about it previously before the stream entered my brain and then in my dreams, and I thought that I had actually watched the episode and remembered them being live action. But I think that was just me. I don't think it was a Mandela effect. I think it was just me being dumb. Brooke, thank you for subscribing. Kitrin, thank you. J Burp, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Thank you, mods, for gifting. Cozy Mola Mermaid, thank you for gifting. Dennis, thank you. Check Marina, thank you for the bits. Meteorite, thank you for gifting. Rainy Cassie, thank you for gifting. Back Walkover, thank you. Riley Smiles, thank you. Purely Genuine, thank you for gifting so much. Vamp Kiss, thank you for gifting so much. Magic Buff, thank you for the 100 bits. Endless Creeks, thank you for the bits. Beep Beep, Libby is a sheep, thank you for subbing. Shyest Fur, thank you. Love and Nature, Beep Beep, thank you for gifting. Robin, thank you. Ninty, thank you for the 500. Ender Kitty, thank you for gifting a bunch. Did I read these ones? I think I'm caught up. Endless Creeks, again, I think I read that one. If I miss yours, I'm very sorry. I am gonna do my absolute best. I can't believe we already have this many happening. And it's only been 20 minutes. Rifkin, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. I'm insane. I'm gonna regret this big time. I'm gonna have big regrets by hour 12. Then I'm gonna go into an existential crisis at hour 14, which is the most I've ever streamed in a day anyway. And then when I get into hour 20, I'm gonna be a corpse. I'm gonna be a walking, talking corpse. And I'm excited to go through the whole experience with you guys. Sleepover style. Charlie, bring it in for a hug. I don't know if I missed one of those already. I am gonna call you Beep Beep. I'm gonna call you Beep Beep because it's way easier than saying the whole. I could call you Libby, but Beep Beep sounds way more fun. Ursula, thank you for gifting. Thank you so much. She made this. Wait. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I punched you. I'm sorry. Super last minute. But I love these colors so much. And I wanted to have just a little graphic to tweet out for this is a big deal for me that I finally cracked and decided to do this stream when I said I'd never do it. So, let me finish this coffee because I'm gonna need it. I'm already feeling like I'm gonna get tired in a few hours. I don't know why I woke up at 7 in the morning. I should have gone back to sleep as soon as I decided, or napped at some point, but I haven't been tired yet until now. We're gonna power through. When I was in England, I was staying up until about 6 in the morning some days, which I thought would help me, but also it is relevant that I was waking up at 2 in the afternoon as well, so. I gotta relax. Fizzy P, thank you for subscribing. This is a cat mug, it's just backwards because it's a left-handed mug and I'm not left-handed. It's gonna be really interesting at midnight, in 6 hours. I probably will leave to sleep for... I'm thinking the maximum I'll let myself go for is like, which sounds dramatic considering this is only 24 hours and people have done 7 days. Although even the people who did 7 days slept the first night. And so what? I might go sleep for like 3 or 4 hours and just play Empires on a playlist. I have not played Slime Rancher 2 yet, but I did get it for this stream. I want to play it in about 40 minutes. I don't know how people slept on stream. That I definitely wouldn't do. I would definitely put something on the screen and then mute the mic and disappear for a while. And I probably will. As much as I wanted to be able to just stay awake the whole time, and I think I probably could have if I would have just let myself sleep later. I didn't know. I couldn't have known. And no, I do not sleep talk. In fact, I don't sleep nothing. I barely sleep breathe. I don't move. I don't make a noise. I don't make a sound or any type of a movement at all. I sleep like a rock. And I've been told that when I finally fall into the deep sleep, which takes me minutes. This didn't used to be the case, so I'm bragging because I used to suffer from, took 2 hours to fall asleep. Now, takes a few minutes, genuinely. And I've been told once I am finally slipped into that deep, deep sleep, my body relaxes so hard, it seems like my soul left my body. Which means I must be pretty tense. Pretty much all of the time. Hi. You're gonna hate this, Star. You're gonna hate this. You've been so loving in the last day that I've been home. Which again, also, I've only been home for a day. And I'm jet lagged, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm insane. But it had to happen today. It had to, because it's September, and it's the final 2 days of discounted gifted subs. And I had to, so let's make some bad decisions. Star. I also have a new rug on my floor down there that you cannot see and couldn't possibly be able to see unless I've set up the Lego cam. I don't have a Lego. It's just called Lego cam on my OBS. I set this up in case I build my keyboard on stream. I have several ideas of things we may do. And may not do. What the fuck am I doing? Don't ask, because I'm seriously gonna regret this. Anyway. Ooh. She's just, I got a new rug for down here. This used to be a pink, like fuzzy kind of a rug, but I ended up really, really, really hating it. She's sitting so weird on it, but I got a leaf rug. Which I really, really like. I think it's so much better in this room than the pink. As much as I'm a pink fan these days. We got the blanket there, but I can't wait to see you after you stream for 24 hours. Oh yeah. Oh, you don't want to know how much of a psycho I am? Wait. Okay, we're done. That's my new rug. I'm so happy of getting rid of like the weird pink one I had that was from Target and from the children's room section. Who wants to hear how much of an just so dumb? Wait. You know what it's occurred to me, H? I think that I'm not going to be able to do that, actually. I planned to hang out with people tomorrow night, and the entire time, I was under the impression it was the day after. So, I don't think that I'm going to be seeing you, H. Unless you come over at some point between now and tomorrow at 6 p.m. to join the stream, which, hey, you're more than welcome to come over, in fact. I got to send a text out to the few people that I did ask to hang out with me tomorrow night at my house, because this whole time, in my head, I thought it was the day after I get my full night's sleep after ending stream after 6 p.m. and going straight to sleep. Is the plan. But I forgot that I made plans for tomorrow night, which would be right after I end my stream. That's not happening. I mean, I might be that psycho. Give me $10 and I'll visit. I will Venmo you $10 to come over. I'm gonna be playing Slime Rancher. I have a new rug I was showing off. Yeah, I'll Venmo you. Wait. I'll gift you 2 subs? No, 4. How do we do the math on that? I'll gift you 5 subs and you come over. Also, Ollie is here at some point. If you wanna, you should be in bed sleeping soon. But hey, I'll be here for 24 hours if you come back around tomorrow. I'm worth money, chat. I did it. I take it back. I don't want you to come over anymore. Magic Buffalo, thank you for the 100 bits. Lilith Garnet, thank you. KM Cat, thank you for gifting and subbing. Simply Tab, thank you. Chugga Morena, thank you. Non-Binary Ace, thank you. James Mayer, thank you for gifting. Back Walkover, thank you for gifting. I read these ones. We already have minutes in the bank. I do kind of not expect this number. I'm setting my expectations low, which is usually wrong. I might actually get to go to bed, so I'm not gonna cancel plans just yet. But I'm not gonna be surprised if Elena shows up and is like, are you sure about hanging out tomorrow? But Saturday, I should be recovered by then. I also planned this out. I might go live on Saturday too, because Sundays are my new day off instead of Saturdays. I've changed up the schedule. But forgive me if I do take off both this time, actually. Forgive me if I take off both Saturday and Sunday. Everyone said, dear God, so I'm gonna assume that you're gonna be chill about that. Your Twitch Rivals extensions and stuff are blocking. What Twitch Rivals extensions do I have? Why is that there, and how do I make them stop being there? Have they always been there for like ever? Also, when and how? How do I make them go away? Oh my God, when did that happen? Extensions manager. I've never even been in there before. I've never been in there before. They've been up how? Nobody told me. I didn't know. I've never even been in here. How did that even get there? Activated? I don't even know which one it is. I'm just gonna delete them all. Deactivate. Oh wait, that one actually can stay. This one can come back. That one's fine. That one's for below my stream. Yeah, okay, that one can stay. It's gone now, right? I can't... No one said anything. Was this in Twitch Rivals last year? No, it should... I haven't been in a Twitch Rivals in ages. I also have never... I didn't even know how to get into there. The extensions tab. This is awful. This is the worst thing I've ever found out about. Thank you for telling me. I literally didn't know this entire... For weeks! I didn't know. I haven't done Twitch Rivals. I recently showed up. That's so weird. Because yeah, I haven't done a Twitch Rivals in like a year, but it hasn't been there since I did the Twitch Rivals. I'm offended. How dare they? This whole time. This whole time. It was there in... Oh my God. At least I have the VODs that don't have that. I have the VODs, and I am... After this whole 24-hour stream ordeal, I have the VODs, and they will all eventually go up on... They will eventually go up on my VOD channel. I've got a whole folder of them. I just insist on thumbnailing all of them, so it's going to take a really long time. But I will eventually get them all up. If I'm nothing else, I am a woman of my word. Sometimes it takes ages for the word to come through. When I say I'm going to do a thing, sometimes it takes a really long time before you ever see it. However, you do always see it. I stand by that. I've always kept my word. It just sometimes takes a little longer than I expect. But it always happens. I always come through. Will you upload this 24-hour stream? This one's going to be a special just for the people who are here. The VOD will obviously be saved on Twitch for as long as Twitch keeps it for, which is not forever. This is not going to be uploaded. This is going to be one of those streams that is only for the people that happen to catch it. It's just a special stream just for the people that are here. You do get to go back and watch the VODs on Twitch for a good while, so you can skip through and check out all the bits you may miss. Or all of the bits for a while, but then it will go away forever. And maybe it'll be for the best. This might be horrible. This might be the worst stream I've ever done. I did say on Twitter, I think it's going to be very special. It's a sleepover. It's a sleepover. We're going to vibe. We're going to get comfy. I'm going to build my keyboard, which I'm not 100% sure on because I don't know how to do it. I have all of the pieces necessary because my friend Tim helped me build them all. Or pick them all. And it should be easy enough, give or take maybe needing to give him a call or somebody who knows how to do it. But I have all the bits, and I have the Lego cam here. So, and you guys, anyone in here that happens to know what I need to do, it should be easy because I don't need to do any soldering or anything like that. It should be easy. Yes, tasteful swearing is allowed. You are not allowed to swear for the sake of it. However, this is not a family-friendly stream, which means the chat also gets a little bit of liberty to use some choice adult language, but tastefully. If you just come in and drop an F-bomb because you can, I'm going to assume you're not mature enough for this responsibility and you're going to get a timeout. Tasteful. Tasteful and not excessively for the sake of it. We will probably go into Disney Dreamlight Valley if it is saved on my Steam, like the files. I kept getting a bunch of messages while I was playing in the UK about it not saving to the cloud, but I'm assuming it's saved in my files for Steam if I were to boot it up. But if I do boot it up and it's not there, we might not be able to play that until I'm back in England, which I will be in a month. So that's a maybe for that one happening. If it's the same PC, you can launch it and manually save to cloud. It is not the same PC. That's the thing. That's my England PC. And this is my America PC, which are two different PCs. So I don't know. And it did not work saving to the cloud. So I'm thinking that one might be off the table until I'm back in England and steal the files that I forgot to save on my drive that I bring back and forth. This pretty much has everything that I would need between both computers. I always transfer back and forth to make sure when I go to England, I have all the footage and videos and VODs that I might need that I want to work on when I'm there, and whatever I work on when I'm there that I want to bring back, pop that on there. Do you want to know what you want to be for Halloween? I have 2 costumes. I have bought both that I've talked about. I will be doing Howl, probably, because it'll be the warmest one to wear in England for Scott's party. It has a big jacket. I do want to get a puffy sleeve shirt. Is the only thing I'm missing, which I'm going to see about how, where, when, and where I get the time to do that, and or order one off Amazon. And as a backup slash second option, second costume, I did buy pieces to be Winry from Full Metal Alchemist, for if I choose to be cold in England, or if I have the opportunity of wearing a whole second costume at any point. I'm actually kind of extra pumped about it because I didn't ever wear a Winry costume, but I do feel like I have, in this current moment, the perfect hair for being Winry, other than the massive rootage we got going on. We ignore. It is going to get blended soon. A little bit better. just like slightly a little bit blended more. Plus, the way that I've gone about doing her costume is... Also, yeah, I could just wear it for a shoot because I don't need to buy a wrench. I need to buy a wrench. I'm going to go to Home Depot over the weekend. I'm really excited about doing a cosplay of her and Howl. Both are absolute... Love those characters so much with my whole heart. Winry is my favorite from Full Metal Alchemist. And the way I've gone about wearing or buying the pieces to do this costume, I went on Amazon, I bought solid red bandana, a pair of tan, like leathery pleather gloves. I have like a black tank top that'll do, which I'm gonna regret. Although I feel like if I end up wearing anything other than the tank top, like if I decided to make it be a long sleeve black shirt just for the sake of being warm and still having the look, I'm gonna look like Kim Possible, so I don't want to do that. So black tank top. I got tan cargo pants that have little elasticies at the bottom, and they're a little bit oversized, so they'll be a little bit of a baggy cargo pant. And a matching tan hoodie. Instead of, she wears a jumpsuit where she takes the top half down and then ties it around her waist. that was really hard to find on Amazon to get delivered in short notice because I don't have a lot of time to get pieces and go looking for pieces and have pieces specifically be delivered outside of it being from Amazon. So it's within a few days because I'm going home in a couple weeks to see my family. And then a couple weeks after that, or a week after that, I'm going back to England. So I don't have a whole ton of time in between. So I'm deciding to do cargo pants and a tan hoodie that I'll just tie around my waist. Because it's basically the same thing. It'll give the same look and effect, you know? Handsome Rebel, thank you for subscribing. It's Isabel, thank you. Non-binary Ace, thank you for the bits. And Checka Marina, thank you for the bits. And thank you for the gifted subs, Non-binary Ace. Seaworm, thank you for subbing. Navinut, thank you. Thank you, guys. We should work 150. That's amazing. Dolphin Ghost, thank you for subbing. So I'm excited about both. I need to get a puffy shirt. I forgot that I need to do that. And then I have the Howl jacket, which is gonna be so nice and warm in England if I decide to wear. I don't know, man. I'm gonna bring both to England also because I am gonna be going to the Lovejoy concert and a James Marriott concert, which they also encourage you to wear a costume, which gives me the opportunity to also be Winry there. So, plus I expect it to be hella sweaty in there. So I'm thinking I'll be Winry for one of the shows, and then probably not anything for the other one. If I go to both, or just do Winry for the one that whichever one I go to. But then maybe Howl for Scott's party where I get a jacket. But hey, I'm thinking that tank top is gonna come in good handy at the show. It's gonna be hot in there. Shows get hot. Is your setup changing in England? No. I mean, over time, eventually I want to like get a neon sign on the wall. I'm thinking if I build that keyboard, I'm going to send this one over to England to replace the other keyboard that I have there. Thinking about getting the new Elgato Wave mic and then sending this bad boy over there. Although I actually think the microphone there is better, but I just like the look of this one more. It's a little cleaner and just neater. You know what I mean? Soup Alice, thank you. Welcome, little dudes. Hamster Hero, thank you for the prime. Jacqueline Moon, thank you for gifting. How many coffees did you drink for National Coffee Day? This is my second one I'm drinking now. I will have several more. Because the day is not over. And also I have Cokes. I got some Coke Zeros lined up in the fridge. I'm very excited about my Winry costume. I also want to like work out a little bit more before I wear it because it is like a little tube top and cargo pants. There's a lot of midriff, but I'm not unconfident in my body, but also I might try and, you know, get a little bit more definition. I've always wanted to have little lady abs, but I don't really know if you know, you got that little soft bit on top of where the abs would be or should be or could be. And I've just never been able to get rid of that little soft bit. And I have grown to like really absolutely love and adore it. So I don't even think that I want to try to get rid of that. But lady abs always sounded really nice. I just also don't think I have it in me to work out hard enough to do it. Or dehydrate myself enough to show them. Health first. I do want to start working out a little bit though. I want to get them arms looking fit. So that when I come in as Winry with my big wrench, which I don't think they'll let me into the show with, but I will have one on hand for the photo opportunity as Winry with a big wrench. How big do they come? Do I have to get a comedically large one from a Halloween store? Or can I go to Home Depot and get a big ass wrench? Also, I'm a small person with small hands. Would a regular size wrench seem to be big in my hands? I'm coming in a wrench. I'm bringing a wrench of the primordial pouch. Can we, that's what it's called for cats. Can that be what it's called for everyone else? We did 800 crunches per day in ballet, and trust me, it's not worth it. I mean, if I really want, 800? I had a goal at some point when I was like, I had a personal trainer for a while. I was doing a lot of like trying out being fit more than I was, and I am not anymore. And I would do 100 a day, and I wouldn't even do that every day. 800. I might try to do 100 a day. That sounds like actually doable, but 800 sounds insane. I don't think that sounds worth it either, but like, good on you. You did it. You did it and should be proud that you did it. And also proud that you recognize, hey, maybe that wasn't good for you. There are better exercises than crunches. I also always thought that to be true, but I still wanted to do like 100 a day because it felt good. You know what's really good ab workouts that I absolutely and utterly despised from my personal trainer, but also kind of liked when I was able to accomplish them? He had this thing that was like, okay, so the best way I know how to describe this mechanism, because I don't know that it has a name, and anyone that's not a personal trainer would probably not know its name anyway. He had this thing that was like, it had wheels on it, like 2 on top. It was a square, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, kind of like those little scooters that we all had in school. They got to butt scoot around and had little handles on, except it didn't have handles. It just was a rack of like 4 bars in a square with wheels 2 and 2. But like, kind of imagine the similar situation to those scooters in school, those little butt scooters. And he'd put a little equal-sized mat on top, because I would need to for several exercises, mostly plank type. Talk about ab workout. Sometimes I would have to put my forearms down on the rolly mat, and I'd have to be in plank form and then raise my butt up to make this kind of a shape, and my legs fully straight, and then all the way back out, and then butt all the way up to make like a little that kind of shape, and then all the way back out. And I had to do that a lot. And then he'd have me come back down after doing a certain number of sets, and then I had to hold the plank on the roller and keep it still, which is already really hard. Ab roller, is that what they're called? I was like, nobody's gonna know the name of this machine. And then other ways that we would use this, some days I would lay on my back and have my feet on the roller, and I'd have my butt up, and I'd have to bring my feet in even closer and bring my hips like as high up as I could, and then back out. Also, another plank when we would do is I would go into plank form on the ground, and my feet would be on the roller. Wait, I did it wrong. That was the one where my feet would be on the roller and I'd bring my butt all the way up. That's how I'd be able to roll my feet up. The ones that I would do where I'd have my forearms on the roller would be I'd be in plank form and I'd have to roll my arms out as far as I could without collapsing, and then back in. Those were the absolute hardest ab workouts I have ever in my life done. The one on the forearms and pushing outward and then back in, I didn't enjoy those ones. Those ones were really, really hard, and I was in so much pain. The ones with my feet where I'd get to like swing my feet in towards my elbows and like raise my butt all the way up in the air, those ones I kind of found fun. They were really, really hard, but I felt really good after I would do them. The ones on my forearms felt like death, and I hated them, and I would always try and make deals with him to let me do any other kind of a plank exercise, and sometimes it would work, and sometimes it would not. I watch y'all. Thank you for subscribing. Squared Phoenix, thank you. KK Forever, thank you. Lizzie Bear, Athena, thank you guys. Thank you for subbing. What do you think of Soft Boy? Well, if you didn't know, I was the camera woman, so I got to see it before everybody. But I thought it was so good. Isn't it so good? I thought the song was so catchy. And the video was so much fun, and it was really fun to film it. Was the next Empires episode. I decided to prioritize this stream for the end of this month, and then the next Empires episode is likely to be in a few days because I haven't finished all of the filming that I'm planning for it, and I haven't finished putting all the pieces together in a cohesive story for the next episode. I know it's been a big gap since my last YouTube episode, and I've had a little bit of a struggle with being motivated and how I want to do the next bits of my story before I'm ready for the next main bit. It feels like I'm really dragging my feet with it. So I'm kind of just giving myself a break, and I'm going to put out this next episode as soon as I can, and then the episode following, I'm not going to settle for anything other than like a big main plot line, like move forward in the episode. because I can't keep, and I need to do more building, but I just really am not motivated to build right now because the builds I keep picking are really, really difficult, and I'm not a builder. But I'm gonna try. Non-binary Ace, thank you for another gifted. Nick She, thank you for subscribing. And thanks for being here. Thank you, dudes. Bing, bing, bing. We will hop into Slime Rancher 2 soon. I'm really excited about playing that and seeing where the story goes. Evidently, it is a different main character than the one that you play in the original one, I think. But I can only imagine how the story's gonna connect or what we're gonna unveil in the game. I'm really excited about it. Also, I'm fully expecting a midnight McDonald's order. Because I think that's going to play a really important role in keeping me alive. I mean, awake. Both. I meant both. I watch you. Dude, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Also, I'm sorry I always read your name as strictly your username. Some people I have a hard time switching to their actual names once I learn it, when in my head I've called them the username for so much more time than I've known their actual name. But Allison, thank you also for gifting 5 subs. Appreciate you gifting so much. We almost have 200. That's insane. That's actually kind of crazy, wacky. Crazy. Dude. Where'd you get round glasses you wear sometimes? I actually just bought a bunch of new prescription glasses. Jojo! Do my eyes deceive me? Also, these I stole. I stole these from Wilbur in England, so I don't know where they come from. I think Amazon. Welcome, dudes! Welcome to the first ever 24-hour capped Shubathon. We've done Shubathons before, but never quite so potentially long. So welcome to the stream. We're starting with some just innocent chill chatting. Non-binary Ace, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Welcome everybody. We're keeping it chill. We're keeping the vibes mellow because I might die after this. I've never streamed more than 14 hours. 10 hours on top of that's gonna be a long time. Jojo, I love you. How do I get through this? I'm scared I'm gonna die. Allison, thank you for gifting another 5 subs. That's if we hit the goal. We have to hit the goal to get the 24 hours. It is a sub a minute. We're soon gonna go play Slime Rancher, which I'm very, very, very excited about playing. I loved the first one so much, and if you didn't see me play it, if you need to chat, I'll be here. Thank you. I might start calling in backup when I start getting tired. You know, the worst part is that I woke up at 7 a.m. today. Just by natural body got up at that time because I'm jet lagged, and that's a bad. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna have a bad time. I do actually think this is gonna be a really fun sleepover vibe. Very chill. Got lots of things planned. I'm gonna build a keyboard. I'm gonna do my makeup in the morning, and we're gonna get a little bit of breakfast. Oh my god, I made a whole like plan of all the things that we may or may not do throughout the entire 24 hours. One of them being I am gonna possibly go to sleep for a little bit in the middle of the night for a couple hours, but when we come back in the morning and start getting ready for all of our days together, I'm gonna wash my face. We're gonna do makeup on stream. I'm gonna go bake cinnamon buns because I have cinnamon buns in my fridge. And any of my friends who are local who want to come over and take one can do that because there will be many. They're the extra large kind. So we're going to have a little cinnamon bun breakfast together, do our makeup, flying over. Please do. I mean, you are soon for TwitchCon, which I am going down for a couple of days. I'm still on the fence about whether I come for Thursday to Friday or Friday to Saturday. Either way, I will be there Friday. I also still haven't Googled how far the drive from LA to San Diego is, but I just fully expect to be doing it. I haven't checked the distance. I've driven to San Francisco. It cannot be worse than that. It's like 3 hours. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, thank God. I was getting a little nervous. I was like, is this 6? Is it way farther than I'm aware? Yeah. Okay, good. That's very easily done, because I'm thinking I'll go in like early afternoon, whichever day I choose, and then leave late evening the next day. So I'm there for a decent amount of time. Okay, Marnie and Cheese, thank you, welcome. All right, cool. Yay! I want to see as many people as I can in those 2 days, and I'm hoping some of those people who are here in town also pop up to LA for a little bit, because hey, it's only 3 hours away. Why would you not do that? I'm thinking of going to VidCon Baltimore. This is the first that I'm hearing about it. Were you there for a short time? I could do Thursday to Saturday. I live so close. I could even drive back each day, or like an extra. I don't have anywhere to stay. I'm staying in Scott's room for one of the one night I chose. But like also, I like driving a lot. I will straight up come back down every day that people are doing something and do the 3-hour drive just to hang out. Even if I only hung out for 3 hours and then went back home. That's a worth it drive to me. I love to drive. The train is a nice ride down from LA. I'm not gonna be doing that. I will not do that. I love taking Amtrak. I will not be doing that. I did my train days when I lived in Jersey. I got my Metro card. I would take the train in and out of the city whenever I'd want to go hang out. And I'm just not a train fan, unless it's like a European train, because those are sweet. Those rule. You're crazy. You're just figuring that out? I'm here doing a 24-hour stream after I just woke up at 7 a.m. today and I'm jet lagged because I just flew in from England 2 days ago. You bet your ass I'm crazy. Also, I don't think that 3 hours is that long of a drive. I've interacted with people that what they consider a long drive is all over the place. There was a guy back when I was living in New Jersey, there was a guy that I was seeing for like a little bit, and he was like, I've never really been in a long distance relationship like this, or like I've never considered being in one. We weren't in a relationship, but I was in college, and guess how far I live from this man's house? 20 minutes. My brother in Christ, that's not long distance. That's medium distance at best. You live in the same state, and Jersey's not that big. But he was like, I've never dated someone that lives so far away from me. I was like, are you insane? So, but then I also know that some people, oh, you know what I've been watching? Okay, here's a tangent I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna play Slime Rancher soon, but I got a tangent to go on. In England, I became obsessed with watching a show called Location, 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 which I kind of at some point tonight also want to watch with you guys because they're all on YouTube and they go back so many years. And there was a family that refused to even look at the inside of this particular house, which was gorgeous on the outside, because it was 45 minutes away from their parents because they wanted to live close to their parents. And they were like, that's too long distance. We won't even look at this house. And then every other house they looked at, they didn't like. It didn't fit any of their other needs. And then finally, at the very end of the episode, they were like, I think we finally realized that what we're looking for in a house isn't going to work with the budget that we have. So we have to make some sacrifices. So we're deciding that the distance isn't as important to us. And I'm sitting there like, you didn't even look at the inside of this gorgeous home. 4-bedroom, massive garden, because it was 45 minutes away from your mom. And it was too far away. Although then someone British told me that is long distance for British people, but I'm not buying it, man. They had a car. If you didn't have a car, I'd be like, yeah, that's a bit, if you want parents like super close by to do babysitting and don't want to have to get on the train for the trip, that I can get. But they had a car. They were gonna be driving. Also, it's insane to me to look at the prices of these houses that the people in these shows are looking at, because it's like 20 years ago. And they're buying homes for like $300,000 that are 4 to 5 bedrooms with big yards. And I'm like, Yeah! Meow, meow, meow. You would love a house that big, huh? Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay, she's rubbing right now. But anyway, yeah, I could, in my dreams, and it isn't ever gonna happen. Gas prices are killing us, though. Yeah, but again, this was 20 years ago. And they were like, yeah, 45 minutes away is too far. I'll drive 3 hours. I'll drive 3 hours every single day of TwitchCon to see my friends. Because also I didn't want to stay for long enough that I would need to get a cat sitter. 1, maybe 2 overnights I can leave Star alone. I'm also getting an automatic litter tray finally, which is like a long time coming. It's like a big expense, but I'm figuring at this point, having had a cat for 4 years and scooped poop every single day for it, I'm ready. I'm ready for the investment. I'm getting an auto litter thing. Everything else she has is automatic. Why not the litter? Why have I not gone that step farther? I just got her another cat fountain. Remember the one in my old bedroom that was so loud because she broke it? I got a new one, but it's going to be in the kitchen, so even if she breaks it and it's loud, it'll be in the other room. But it shouldn't be loud. It's supposed to be silent. And then she has an auto dry feeder, and I give her a little cup of wet food every day. But yeah, I'm thinking we're going to watch Location at some point because it's just so fun. They're so British. I also got what was maybe a compliment by another British person where they said I'm the least American they know. So I'm officially British now, is what I'm hearing. So I'm one of them. Except I will still make fun of them for certain things. You don't have aircon. You don't even have ceiling fans. That's what pisses me off. Most of the houses I've ever seen in England, I get it. You weren't built for air conditioning. But you also don't have ceiling fans. And ooh, that bothers me. For what? Why? Big ass cup. It's my jar. All of us Americans used to be British. That is not how that worked. That is not how that works. Not my family. I don't know if you know about... My family doesn't come from England at all. My 2 grandparents on my mother's side, my mother's parents, full-blown Hungarian from Hungary, so not British. And then also my dad's parents, one is from Italy and one is from Poland, also not British. But you know, some Americans probably were, but not my family. I'm 3rd generation immigrant. That's what that is, right? The kid of a kid of an immigrant. I'm currently very hungry. I'll never forget, all my friends in school would think that being Hungarian meant you're from Hungaria. And I was like, you... And this is on them not teaching us geography in school well at all. And they don't know countries other than America. Did you ever do the ancestry test with your mom? Oh, I never had my mom do it, no. There really isn't going to be a surprise in there because she is the daughter of 2 full-blown Hungarians. Plus, like, a little German snuck in there that my grandma only let us all know about. When she found out I took one of the DNA tests, she was like, oh, there might be German in there. That was a secret until then. And we're not going to talk about it. But yeah, that would be all that comes back from my mom's test. 100% Hungarian, maybe a sprinkle of German. I'm on a mission to collect Hungarian ceramics from anywhere I can get my hands on them. I'm also going to start doing my thrifting era. But also I really want to do antiquing for just also more ceramics, but I really want Hungarian ceramics. The way they're painted is next level. I got one handed down to me from my grandmother, and then from there I found one on Etsy that somebody was selling, a vintage thing, like a vase that is also Hungarian painted ceramics. They're beautiful. Beautiful. All right, well, we're here from this point forward, another 192 minutes. Actually 189 because it's already an hour and 2 minutes in. That first hour was free. Now you have to pay for it. This content is no longer free. We will only be live for as long as that many subs adds to minutes. But I'm going to start playing Slime Rancher in a little bit. I'm kind of vibing with really taking everything today very slow. So let's just chat for like another 30 minutes. Let's just like really, really vibe, very chill. I'm already talking too fast for the first hour of this stream. I'm gonna blow off steam too early. James, thank you for gifting. Paper Smuggler, thank you. Cami Sue, thanks for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. Alex the Baddie, thank you. A Joke, thank you. Jacqueline Moon, thank you for gifting. Soupy Zoopy, thank you for the Prime. Half Grace, thank you. I've hiccups so bad. Non-binary ace, is chocolate in England better than here in America? That, to me, is too complex of a question. Here's why. Hello! I love Hershey's chocolate. I grew up going Hershey Park every single summer of my life. I know to English people and Europeans, they think it tastes like throw up, or as they call it, sick. It's a real thing. I love Hershey's chocolate. If we're talking straight up just chocolate bar chocolate. However, this isn't an English thing, but it is something that I've gotten in England only for the first time from an off license, and it's the brand Milka. They have like these cow chocolate things that taste like muffins. They have this other kind of a like muffiny, like 4 square break muffin thing that's like chocolate chip. It tastes like Little Bites, which this was the worst moment of my entire life. I bought one of the Milka. It's like a muffin that's square with 4 little sections. So 4 squares in a square. And it's like a little chocolate chip muffin. And I ate it and it tasted exactly identical to Little Bites chocolate chip muffins. And I was in a room with a bunch of British people and I was like, this is Little Bites. This is exactly what Little Bites chocolate chip muffins taste like. Not a goddamn clue in this room anybody has for what the hell I'm talking about. So I couldn't express to anybody else actually, I think Sneeg was there. I love when I'm in England and there's another American nearby, because it gets a little bit lonely being in a room of British people and they're saying British things and they're talking about British stuff and you're like, I don't know what these things are. You're using words and names that I've never heard. And then you say something that's an American thing, and everyone in the room is like, what are you talking about? And you're alone. Sneeg was there at the time, and I gave him a bit, and he was like, these are Little Bites. So Milka, whatever they're called, I don't know what the actual product from Milka was, but it was like a muffin cut in, like in little 4 squares. And it is my favorite to have just one other American in the room. If it's Sneeg, who happens to be there at the time, Rambu, I just love when an American is with me, so I'm not alone. Although I have learned a lot about English culture, a lot of English history I've been learning about, like big time, that I just didn't know. They start talking about Tories and you just get absolutely lost. See, I know what that is. I know what a Tory is. We don't like them. That's what I learned. But yeah, so Milka, like muffiny things, are Little Bites. Josie, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Allison, thank you for subscribe. Oh, whoa, I missed some. Apple, thank you for 5 more gifted subs. Oh, I read the other ones. Okay, those are the only ones I missed. Thank you guys for gifting so much. We got 200 subs. Do you think you'd ever move to England? I do think that I ever would. A lot of people think that it's going to be happening sooner rather than later. I'll tell you, I'm thinking later rather than sooner. I am head over heels in love with my LA apartment. I feel like I finally found an apartment that I can keep for more than a year at a time, because in the 5 years I've lived in LA, I moved 5 times. And I finally found an apartment that I like absolutely love and adore. It's my absolute favorite space in the whole world. It's so comfy and cozy. I'm still not even done with it. I just ordered 2 new rugs today to go I added a runner for this little hallway into my living room and a new runner for my kitchen because I want to add like a lot of colors in there. I'm trying to add colors in every way other than paint. Because also, I haven't gotten, my lease is about to end actually soon, and I'm waiting to see if they let me keep the place for not a whole lot more money a month, or if they raise the rent on me an exorbitant amount. Is that a word? Did I use it right? So until I get word that I am not getting my rent raised on me too high, because that's what's made me move every other time in LA, I will start painting. I will paint a wall. In fact, I wish I could paint this wall pink, but I think that this might be a problem, so probably not. So I'm thinking this wall pink, the one that my bed is on, actually. But I'm not ready to let this apartment go anytime soon. I'd like to keep it. My goal was at least 2 years, because I haven't had a place that I lived more than 2 years in LA. I've moved so many times. I'd like it even more. I'd like to keep it forever. I don't know if I'll ever be able to buy a house, so maybe I'll just keep renting this place for the same price forever all time. Forever and ever. I really love it here. However, I kind of am sad every time I come home. I have a good amount of friends in LA. I have some of my absolute just best friends in LA. But LA is just a place, a location that I live in is a lot lonelier than England is. So every time I come home, I'm like a little bit lonely after having been around so many people who live so close to each other, where there's a whole group chat of like 30 people who live in the same area and are all in walking distance. And every night it's like, who's up to what? And every morning it's like, who wants to go get coffee? And everyone's a walkable distance away from each other. LA doesn't exist in a way where anyone could live in a walking distance. Everyone could live in the same subsection of LA and they're still not a walkable distance away. And I love that about England. FOMO. Also, I'm in a constant state of FOMO, living between the two right now. So every time I come home to LA, I'm missing what everybody's always up to things in England because there's so many people who live so close to each other. But then when I'm in England, I get really, really sad missing out on the few things that only happen when I'm not home in LA. And I miss like my best of friends. I miss Megan and Joey. I miss H and Ethan. I miss Elena and Eric. So I can't win. I would love to be able to do both. However, there is no easy way. There's no music playing anymore. Hold on. Where's the jazz? Bring back the jazz. There's no easy way to... Like, if I could go to England and stay for longer than 3 weeks at a time, I would absolutely. But there isn't a way to stay away from home for more than that. Because I have a little kitty who has many needs. And a cat sitter is great for that amount of time. But I don't know how I feel about a cat sitter for more than that amount of time. Although if anybody in here has any experience with traveling for like multiple months while having a cat sitter take care of their cat, I don't want to do that though, I don't know. I'm nervous about doing it. I've got you. She's very happy. She's very happy with the cat sitter. She's very, very happy when I come home. But she's also very happy when I'm away still. A little bit less so, probably. She loves me and misses me, even though she'd like to not admit it. But she does get along with the cat sitter really, really well. But there's no easy way to be able to go away for 3 months to England, if I were to want to do that, and then come home for a month or 2 or 3, and then, space out the trips a little bit bigger. But there's not really a way to do that. Have a friend take care of it. I wouldn't feel comfortable leaving for 3 months, my whole cat being a responsibility of somebody else who then has to... That's why I get a cat sitter instead of a friend, because I don't want a friend to be taking care of my pet in my home for that long. I'd rather pay a professional than ask for that level of a burden. I don't feel comfortable asking anybody to do that. Anyway, Jack, thank you for raiding. Welcome. We're having a subathon. I'm going to be here for a very long time. Take your cat with you. You'd think that's like the obvious alternative choice. Wrong. They don't want your cats in England. Trust me, I have looked into it a lot. And this is the only way that it can be done. 1, a whole slew of tests and paperwork from your vet, which isn't even the hard part. The part that bothers me about the whole thing, if you bring your cat to England, 1, after looking into it a lot more, there is no way to bring them other than putting them in the cargo hold on an international flight to England, which just firstly I'm uncomfortable with, but I know eventually if I moved there, that would be what I have to do. To do it every 3 months, that paperwork that you have to get for your cats, which is a rabies test and like booster shot and just confirmation from your vet that they're all like good and up to code and all that, that paperwork is only good for 4 months at a time. Because it isn't built for you to be doing it constantly. It's built for you to do it once. So bringing her back and forth every 3 months, it can be done, but, and I know that I think she'd be okay. She's a very big girl, very resilient cat. Does not really suffer from the anxieties that she used to. She's so much better now. And if I did ever want to live in England, that I will have to put her under a plane. As much as I would not want to, there is no alternative. And travel is stressful for pets. I don't know if she'd want that every 3 months. So I'm stuck in between right now. And until I do consider fully actually moving there, I'm going to keep just going back and forth the way I am now. Although I'm not going to lie, it's a lot. I can stay in the UK for 6 months without a visa. My cat, she can, but if you travel back and forth, the paperwork you get to bring them into England is only good for 4 months at a time. And they have to do it again and again and again and again. It's a lot of testing. It's a lot of flying. I wish that she could be on my lap, but I'm pretty sure, after all of the extensive research I've looked into it, that is just simply not an option. Try to convince she's your therapy cat. They don't. You trust me, I have looked into this a lot. They don't consider emotional support cats or dogs to be actual need to be with you on the plane. All other than like being actual, like I say actual, but they don't consider emotional support to be like support animals, to be able, like service animals. Service animals are allowed to be with you on your lap on the plane. They do not consider emotional support to be a service animal in England. Every and all cats and dogs have to be put in cargo, period. They don't have exceptions. Unless it's a service animal, which emotional support does not count. So I've looked into it. But for right now, I'm going to keep living back and forth. If I ever brought her there, I feel like I'd want to do it the once. I feel like if I'm going to bring her through that whole process and trip, I'm going to do it one time and I'm going to have her stay there until years later if I ever came back home. But welcome, thank you for another raid. Thank you, Smokey B. We're just talking. I just do wish I could go and stay there for longer. But I don't know, has anyone ever left their cat with a sitter for that long? Here's like my long-term plan, potentially. If I decided I want to be able to stay in England for longer periods of time, but not fully move yet, I might move my ass to the East Coast near my family because I don't have any family in California. Otherwise, I'd leave her with family. So I'm thinking I'll reevaluate in a year, see how things have gone, where I'm at. Might move out of LA, go back to the East Coast, go by my family, which is not New Jersey anymore. I don't think I've ever said where my family live anymore. I'd like to keep it that way. Unless I did by accident, but you know. I would probably move near my family, and then my mom would be able to take care of my cat while I'm away, and everything would be so much better. But I really love my apartment in LA so much. I don't want to let it go yet. So I'm thinking one more year. We see where I'm at. I can do the back and forth every other month, or every couple of months, rather. Maybe do it a little less frequently, but Halloween was coming up, so I gotta go back real quick. Let me read these subs that I am behind on. Neem Live, thank you for subscribing. Hates Sand, thank you for the Prime. Tiny Guitar, thank you for subbing. Toxic Silver Gun. Oh, that's it. Cozy Mola Mermaid, thank you for gifting. I think I didn't read that one, actually. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, it wouldn't be New Jersey because I think that's still a distance away from my family. Where, like, if I'm going to move East Coast to have my family be able to take care of my cat while I'm away and have her be with family, I gotta live exactly right next to where they are, like in the state, which I don't know. I probably eventually will just say it. It's not a big deal that it's a secret. And eventually if I live there, then you'll know. But that's in a year. I'm not trying to plan too far in advance. I don't like to. With the music, I don't know why I feel crying. Why are you sad? Don't be sad. When did you come back to the States? Like after this recent trip? 2 days ago. I hate myself and decided to do a 24-hour stream fresh off having jet lag. So, can you only do a mod poll once a stream? Am I in charge of that? I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I don't really know. You know what I think needs to happen? England needs to just let the cats in. Let them in. You know what's a fun fact, though? And the whole reason that this is the way that it is for England? I've been saying this. Let the cats in! I'd stay there for so long if I could just let my cat in. And just have her ride along in on the plane on my lap. And not need this dumb paperwork. They do have pet passports, but they only count for countries on their list. And guess who's not on the list? America. What's up with that? I thought we were friends. But anyway. Let the cats in. Oh, England has never had rabies. And this is why. They don't let your pets in. They don't want them. You have to get a rabies shot, or like a rabies test, at least 20 days before you fly with your cat. And there's another set of paperwork you need at least 4 days before. So you have to have a lot of things lined up perfectly before you take your trip to England with your cat and or dog. But they've never had rabies in their country. Which is amazing. Incredible. Awesome. Hi, baby. What are you doing? The people want you back. They want to see you again. Come here. You're so funny about this cat. I really thought that she was a small one. Even when she became full grown after having her as a kitten, I was like fully convinced she was a small cat. Like this was small for a cat. I don't know what cats I was around they must have all been massive. And then I've met every other person who I know's cat, who has a cat. That's a large cat, this one. That's a large cat. She's like pushing Maine Coon size big. And everyone thinks she's fat because of it. She isn't. Nothing to do with the chonkiness of it. But she's just large. And I really thought she was a normal size, but she's the large end of all cat sizes. Small is relative. Like Joey's cat's tiny. I met a couple of people's cats in England. Tiny. And I think it's more normal for people's cats to be smaller than this. She's huge. She's massive. She's shaped like a barrel, as Wilbur says. Have you gotten to see Joey's kittens? They're so small. I haven't this time, but I have seen kittens another time that he had them, because he's just always got baby animals in that house. And they're so little. They are so small. Oh, they are so small. Do hair extensions hurt? They look really cute. The ones that I have are tape-in. And they only hurt for like the first couple of days because they're like real pressed into your scalp and you can't like really get a good scratch in underneath them. But now that I'm a month later, nearly, they've kind of grown in a little bit. They're a little bit looser and a little bit softer and bendable, so they're not as stiff. Love them. So comfortable. I can scratch like kind of underneath them, but be very careful. You don't want to rip your hair out. But I really love them. I'm going to keep them for a while. But when you have them freshly put in, it's like having your braces adjusted. It's like a little bit uncomfortable for the first day or two as you kind of readjust to them. And they kind of grow into your head a little bit more. I love them. And I think I was told tape-in are like the least damaging on your hair. Just don't be tugging at them. I can feel the edges of some of my extensions have like gaps where I think the very ends of my hairs on either end of a tape-in extension that broke off a little bit. I'm a little nervous about when he takes them all out. He's taking them all out in a few weeks to replace them and also add a little bit of like a transition color between here to blend it a little better. I'm scared. I don't think that I've lost like an exorbitant more, am I using this word? I keep using this word. I've never used it before. I don't think I've lost so much more extra hair than I normally would in an amount of time, like a month. How do you wash them? Just like your regular hair. Scrub nice and good, but like gently being aware that you have tape-in extensions. Shampoo, no conditioner on the scalp is the only rule that he told me. Condition the ends. It's just like your hair. So you just kind of do it like your hair, because it's your hair. I put a nice purple shampoo in this last wash, and they blended so nicely together. My blondes, the real blonde and the fake one. I feel like a little bit uncomfortable is a huge understatement for braces being adjusted. Yeah, that's a lot more painful than the extensions. It was the only comparison I could think of on the spot. I did have braces. I had the Invisalign kind, but getting those adjusted, mouth pain is one of the worst pains ever. I hate it. It's horrible. Getting your braces adjusted sucks really hard. Sucks big time. And I'm not surprised I never finished wearing the braces because it was an option for me to just completely stop wearing them because they weren't built onto my teeth. Are you able to put it in a ponytail? That's where I'm a little bit more limited, and I haven't tried very hard to do any kind of an updo. I could put it in a low pony, obviously, because there's not a lot of reason why I wouldn't be able to, but I haven't tried to put any amount up because I know it will expose the tape-ins. So I just haven't. I think that I'm going to personally rule it out. I think people do put their hair up. I think there are plenty of people that have tape-in extensions, put their hair up fully, and also just don't care if you see the tape-ins, because who cares? Ma'am, where are you running? You running in this house? You don't pay the bills. Have you ever gotten your wisdom teeth out? Yes, I have. I got them all out. All 4 of mine were impacted. One of them shattered in my mouth, and so they had to pick it out in pieces. They never hurt, though. Even the one that was broken in my mouth, which was well before they took it out. It was just already like that. And they were like, yeah, we got to take these out because they're impacted and this one's broken in pieces. 3 whole pieces. They never bothered me, though. But they're all gone now. My wisdom is gone. They took it. Nocturnal, thank you for subscribing. It's Shannon, thank you for subscribing. Tolls McKay, thank you for subbing. Star! Someone just woke up after a long day of sleeping, and I just started my stream, and she's very awake now. Star! Star! We're running. Come here. Come here. Hey. Star. I have a ball. She's not paying attention. Here's the thing with this cat that also makes her a difficult cat to deal with. She's very playful. She'll scream for attention. She'll run around. But then the second that I get up and I'm like, okay. And whenever she wants to play, I get up from whatever I'm doing. I set like a timer for 5 or 10 minutes even. Usually like 10 minutes because it's not a big deal to just give 10 minutes to my cat to play with her. And then she's all worn out and I can go work again. However, she'll beg to be played with and scream for attention. I get up. I throw toys at her. I wave little wands and lasers around. She wants nothing to do with any of it. And then I try and go and sit back down to go back to work after 5 to 10 minutes of trying to get her to play because she seemed to be in a playing mood. I sit back down. She's screaming again for attention and playing. But then doesn't actually want the playing when I get up to do it. Hey. Psst. That's the ball. Go. She'll just look at the toys as I throw them at her. So she has the attitude of a cat that wants to play but then doesn't. Here's what we're going to do now. We do have a poll going. Which of the movies is a better classic? Halloween Town? Twitches. I loved that movie too much. It is losing. It is losing by a lot. Also, I don't know what the hell Girl vs. Monster is. I've never heard that one. Corpse Bride, solid. Hocus Pocus, solid. Halloween Town, solid. However, I'm, for personal reasons, going to vote Twitches because I haven't even thought about that movie in a decade. Probably. It is losing, though, and it probably will lose. I'm going to go get a little refill on water. Coraline also good. There's a limit to how many things you can put in a poll. I think that's the maximum amount of things. Coraline's one of my favorite movies all time. I think that it's an absolutely, utterly stunning movie that can never, like, age poorly. It's so well done. I'm so excited for the new Pinocchio. Another new Pinocchio, but the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio, the stop motion one. I am so excited about that. That's going to be incredible. Those types of like passionately made projects, like that movie is going to be an artwork. Just like Coraline. Coraline's opening scene. I'm sorry, I can't even walk away without finishing this. Coraline's opening scene is a masterful piece of art. If you haven't watched it or you haven't seen it in a while, go do yourself a favor and just watch the opening sequence. It's incredible. Scream and you don't play. I did just buy her a new cat toy. You know what? Let me set it up and then we're going to start playing Slime Rancher. Let me get the new cat toy for her. Hi, baby Bean. Let's see if this can keep her occupied for any amount of time. Coraline scared me when I was younger, but now it's one of my comfort movies. It is a scary, like, it scares people kind of a movie. It's too cold. I don't think it's a scary movie. I think that it's a masterpiece. Hi, Greg! Halloween Town is the only correct age. Listen, I had, like, a special attachment to Twitches, though. If Coraline was in there. I don't think of Coraline as a Halloween movie, though. I think of it as, like, an eerie movie. It's definitely spooky. And I could see kids being afraid of it. Although there are a lot of adults that have talked about this movie, too, that are afraid of Coraline. I think there is something just off-putting about the movie to people. And I don't even know if it's like a stop-motion thing. Stop motion has like a vibe to it that can be off-putting for people. Because I don't find that movie scary in any way. It's beautiful. It's a piece of art. It's a masterpiece. Hi, do you want to see what this is? It's a toy for you. It's called Hot Pursuit. For exercise. One of your cat's 10 needs. What are the other ones? What are the 10 needs of cats? Oh. Hi. She's going to go back to sleep now that I'm opening a whole toy for her. But I've got... You just gonna sit there now? Ominously? What's the cat's name in Coraline? Does this have batteries? Oh, please tell me there are batteries in it. Ma'am. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you just laying on the corner? She's just laying on the corner. I haven't watched Coraline in years. Do yourself a favor and go watch the opening sequence. I can't stress enough how much... Also, the Coraline book I've personally not ever read it, worse. I did read a fun fact about the Coraline book, and apparently the person who wrote it gave it to somebody else to have their kids read to see how their kids like reacted to it, and their kids said they love it because they were checking to see if the book wasn't too scary for kids, right? And the kids that they had read it were like, we like it, it's great. So they publish it as a kid's book, and then later, like way later, the kids that read it as kids are now adults. Was it his own daughter? Oh, it was his own daughter. He gave it to her to read, and she was like, yeah, I love it. So they release it as a kid's book, right? Meant for kids, published with the intention of it being for kids to read. And then she's an adult now, and she says, oh, I lied. The book terrified me. I forget what else she said about it, but she lied so that it would still be published as a kid. I forget what her reason was, but she lied, and she was like, that was a horribly terrifying book to read. I heard it was the editor's daughter. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was his daughter. I think it was the editor's daughter. But anyway, apparently the kid that read it lied about it being scary because they wanted it to be printed still. So they said, no, I'm not scared. And then as an adult, they were like, I was terrified. And the book is terrifying. It is what, if you think the movie is scary, give the book a read. It was because she wanted to know how it ended. Oh, maybe it wasn't finished yet. And she really wanted to see the finished book. I don't know what the reason was, but she lied as a kid. So this book should not have been published for children, is the moral of the story. The fun fact about it. It should have never been allowed. And if his daughter told the truth, it wouldn't have been. It probably would have been edited, changed, made more appropriate for kids. And let's all be glad that it wasn't, because you know what? Kids' books are always really morbid for some reason. How come kids' cartoons are really scary for some reason? Why did they make Courage the Cowardly Dog the way that they did for children? Why did they make Flapjack the way that they did for children? Why did they make Chowder? Does anyone know any of these shows? I feel like Courage the Cowardly Dog is the number one that, like, that shouldn't have been allowed. That should not have been for kids. They should have made it and then been like, this is too much for children. This is for adults. And why is this a common theme that kids shows are, like, disturbing? Why do they keep doing this? What are they trying to do to the kids? The poor kids. Courage the Cowardly Dog, I have vivid remembrance of specific episodes of the show. Obviously, the Return to the Slab one, everybody knows that one. That one's really disturbing. Also, the one where Courage has the dream of the weird floating blue 3D thing that's like something saying I forget what he says to Courage. I don't know. He's like something about being perfect. Or that might be the fish in the toilet. I don't remember perfectly. But also the one that I remember really, really well is there's these two girl characters. One's like a bunny and one's like a fox. And they have like a guy who controls everything that they do. It's very, very much alluding to a specific, very adult-themed scenario of this big bulldog being in control of this one girl. The lesbians, yeah. And they get away together. But, like, this shouldn't have been for children. What are you thinking? Anyway, here's the toy. It has this big thing. And then she looks very unimpressed. And then this guy will spin underneath. I don't know how to turn it on. Where's the on button? Oh, it doesn't have batteries. Well, you know, for right now, she's laying there. You just go ahead and give that a sniff. You go ahead and check it out, and when you decide to scream for being to be played with again, I'll go pop some batteries in it. I'll get a screwdriver and pop some batteries in. Flapjack was another one that was really scary. I feel like people don't know that one as well. Like, it's not as well known for its disturbing topics and episodes as much as Courage the Cowardly Dog is. It was... Oh, no. There we go. I'm getting Slime Rancher up. I'm so excited about this game, man. Flapjack was, like, incredibly disturbing. It was more weird than creepy to me. There's, Oh, I was watching the guy that makes Lost Media videos. He was making just like disturbing kid show episode, and one of the Flapjack episodes of like this angel is like, all your something, all your dreams will come true. And Flapjack's like, even the scary ones. And in this the most deep, disturbing voice ever, the angel goes like really cryptic, and she's like, yes. And it's scary. Even the bad ones. I brought a soda in. I'm going to need a lot of help today. It's only been an hour and a half. You know what? I'm feeling pretty good for an hour and a half in. If I can really manage my energy, I think we'll be okay. I think we might be okay. I don't have the game ready.